Hi, welcome to Matt's Garage. Got to turn the heater on here. It's freezing, literally. Last time I finished painting the engine. Today we're gonna button it up, and it's gonna be done, hopefully, unless I run into some more hiccups, which could happen. I'm not gonna lie. It's Matt's Garage. There's hiccups are like part of the equation. So let's get to it. All right. So the balancer rides on this seal here. So you do want to make sure you've got lubricant on the balancer here and on the inside here. You want to make sure your keyway's not sticking up too much. That'll definitely screw your balancer up. Let's figure out how this thing works. Okay, so basically this is an adapter for any kind of crank thread. So which side do you think the nut goes on? I think it goes on this side. 1.8 inches. Too small. Oh my God. You telling me I need 1.25 inches? Wow. Okay. Well, I've got one of these. Does that count? So, what you're doing here is the crank threads are just an anchor. These threads, which are much bigger, are taking the brunt of the work here. Just keep an eye out, make sure everything's going smoothly. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. See the Woodruff key? An inch, huh? I doubt that's an inch. Oh! I stand corrected. We're good to go. I was just about to start my water pump when I went to go look for my water pump bolts, because I kept a bunch of OE bolts, and then I found the OE balancer bolts off the donor vehicle. So, not only is that one less thing I have to buy, but the quality of these is like night and day better than anything I could buy at a hardware store. Okay. It's on there good and tight. Good and tight. Which ones of these are my water pump bolts? Let's see. I've got all the OE bolts from the donor vehicle here. So I'm just trying to figure out, obviously it's got to be long enough to go through here. Some gold stuff. Oh, it looks like it's just the right length too. Too bad I need like 2 more of those. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I had good intentions of doing good work tonight, but ain't gonna happen. So I got a notepad. I'm gonna take a bolt inventory, figure out what I need to buy, and then go buy it. All right, I'm back. I did a bolt run at my McClendon's, which is a hardware store in this area that carries all these sort of odd nuts and bolts and some good quality stuff too. Actually, first I'm going to do the water pump. Alexa, what's the bolt torque on a small block Chevy water pump?
Here's something I found on the web. According to liveabout.com, the fuel pump bolt torque specification is usually around 25 to 35 foot-pounds.
30 foot-pounds. Doing this manifold gasket is, for me, the scariest part of this whole thing. More than heads, more than cam. I've done it a million times. It's just, I just never feel sure that I don't have a leak. These Vortec gaskets are infamous for blowing out. So I bought the 9800 series, and these just snap in, so you don't need any silicone to hold them in place. Now I'm going to China wall it. They say about 1/8 of an inch, is that right? 3/16, up to 3/16. Thread sealant. It's a 12-point socket. How do I get a 12-point socket for 30 foot-pounds? That is a mystery that I am not solving today. So we will try to do it as best as we can using the old eyeball clicker. How about that, huh? Look at that. She's dressed for the prom. There's a few other things I want to do, but I can do them on the frame. I want to set up a heat shield here to block the rubber motor mount from the header, both sides. I haven't done the plugs, and this stuff's just hand tight. Basically plugged all the holes, make sure no mice or anything get into it. Got the oil filler cap on there, but it's a pretty sweet OEM setup. The only things I'm missing right now are the tensioner. Can you believe it? I got two, that's this tensioner, right? This is the old piece of junk one, which I would reuse, but the bearing on this is shot. So that goes here and puts tension on the belt. I got two from the auto parts store, and both of them were bad. It's unbelievable. And then I can't find the idler pulley that matches the one I have. The one they have is like more of a donut, and it doesn't work with the washers and stuff. So, but other than that, I got the alternator, the power steering pump and pulley, water pump, AC delete here, pretty nifty AC Delco part actually. This is my first top end job on a motor. I can't wait to hear it run. Somebody said that you can run it on the engine stand. I'm not gonna do all that. You gotta have the flywheel and the starter motor. I don't even have the flywheel on the back of this thing, and you can't get it on once the engine's on there. And plus, it just doesn't sound like the safest thing in the world to me. So we'll get it into the frame, nice and safe. I'll support the back, and then we're on to the transmission rebuild. All right, here it is, the next day, in place in the frame. I've got a jack stand with some blocks under the back side of the motor, but it's on there, it's solid. I need to get some more correct size bolts for this. I took this off to lift it by the head, and I realized the washers were chewing into the aluminum, so I need to get new bolts. So that's hopefully the last time I put this thing in the frame. Please, cross your fingers, guys. See you next time on Matt's Garage.